It's a new day, yes it is.
Hello there guys, what's going on? This is the DB4 Live, and thank you for joining us for episode number 13 of Multiverse. We're back to our main present day WWE timeline. We hope you enjoyed the episodes since our last WWE episode, including the New Japan one, the WCW Monday Nitro, and of course Attitude Era. More of those are coming up soon, but we are building towards our Over the Edge special pay-per-view event, which will be seen on the channel very soon. We're kicking things off with a Xavier Woods Open Challenge, and it looks like he's been accepted by none other than the Viper Randy Orton, making his debut here on Multiverse. This is Woods' second Open Challenge. Of course, the last one was at Extreme Rules Part 1. Make sure to go and check that out. Against Brock Lesnar. Woods, of course, came up short in that situation against the Beast. Willie fared better against the Viper himself. Orton, one of the most decorated superstars in the history of WWE Multiverse, looking to establish his dominance here on the series. And here we go. Orton starting off fast. Big shots. The Legend Killer picks up Xavier Woods, Irish whip into the buckles. As I mentioned, we are building up towards WWE Over the Edge here on Multiverse. Announced so far, we've got Paige versus Sasha Banks in a rematch for the WWE Women's Championship. We've also got a Tag Team Open Challenge. The winners of tonight's Tag Team Championship matchup between the New Day and Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, they will be defending in an Open Challenge matchup. Other matches to be announced shortly. Let's get to the action in the ring. Orton, hard whip. How much did Xavier's match with Brock Lesnar take away from him? We might find out during this match. Orton dominating from the outset. Woods started doing these open challenges based on the fact that he felt overlooked. He felt that Kofi Kingston and Big E were getting a lot of the spotlight, so he decided to take matters into his own hands, challenge anybody on the Multiverse roster. Lou Thesz pressed by Orton, hammering away. Irish whip into the corner. Woods counters with a boot to the face, trying to get some offense going. Side Russian leg sweep. Woods has got to use his speed and his mobility in this one to stand any chance of keeping up with the former WWE and World Heavyweight Champion. There's a shot to the back of the leg. Another loose head pressed by Orton. The Viper now sending Woods through the ropes. He might be signalling for that draping DDT. He hits it. Woods might not have long left to go in this matchup at this rate. Orton has been dominant. Straight into the RKO out of nowhere. Orton with a lifting RKO. That should do it. And it does. Randy Orton successful in his first appearance here on Multiverse. He puts away Xavier Woods, utilising the RKO. As you can see, a breathtaking manoeuvre. Woods might have to rethink his strategy when it comes to these open challenges. He's taken 2 straight losses to 2 premier superstars here on Multiverse. What's next coming up for Randy Orton? Only time will tell. He's going to be wanting to book his place at the Over the Edge pay-per-view. But coming up next, we've got a 3-way matchup to crown the #1 contender for the United States Heavyweight Championship, who will be facing Rusev at Over the Edge. On his way to the ring, the very popular Daniel Bryan. And here's one of his opponents, making his first appearance here on Multiverse. The king of bad news himself, Bad News Barrett. A big opportunity in his first matchup here as part of our Multiverse video series. Barrett could walk straight into a championship opportunity at our pay-per-view event. Rusev, of course, winning a 6-man battle royal at Extreme Rules. He will be making his first championship defense. And here comes the last man in the matchup. Someone who Rusev eliminated alongside Finn Balor at Extreme Rules. The world's largest athlete, a member of the Authority, The Big Show. All three men anxious to get a championship opportunity. They know they are few and far between here on Multiverse. Big running drop kick at the start by Daniel Bryan. It wouldn't be surprising to see both men team up against the Big Show. That's Bryan and Barrett. The biggest man in the match. If they can take him out of the equation, might make it easier for one or both of them to score a pinfall or submission. Remember, no disqualifications, no countouts. There must be a winner here in this triple threat format. Bryan going up top, and he just caught Barrett right in the back. Big missile drop kick. Bryan will take every risk in the book. We saw that during our All-Star War 6-man tag. Go back and check episode 7 for that one. That was Bryan's first appearance here on Multiverse. A great 6-man tag team matchup. Bryan now retrieving a sledgehammer from under the ring. Must think Triple H put that there for the Big Show to use. Bryan comes short on the suicide dive. Barrett taking Bryan out of the ring. You must question who this triple threat format will favour. One would think it'd be someone like a Daniel Bryan. His speed, his mobility, his stamina. And also it seems Bryan's got a steel chair and he just lays out Barrett on the floor and the Big Show. We saw Bryan's attitude during his 6-man tag team matchup. He took no prisoners in that one, and it don't look like he's doing here tonight. A pay-per-view matchup for the United States Championship at stake during this one. Press slam to Barrett from the top. Irish whip to Barrett. Running leg lariat by Daniel Bryan. Bryan now stringing together some kicks as the Big Show looks on. Barrett taking a lot of punishment. Big Show trying to sneak a cover. Bryan breaks it up. Big Show just got launched into the ring post, shoulder first, by Bad News Barrett. Big Show now, alley-oop. Irish whip far side. Jawbreaker to Bryan. And a big backbreaker. It's the biggest backbreaker you'll see here on Multiverse when the Big Show's utilising it. Sidewalk slam. Bryan now breaking up the pin attempt. Again by the Big Show. Running corner drop kick. Bryan now getting the fans into this. Leading a yes chant. You must think that the only way to win this will be to clear the ring out. These pin breaks will prevent a victory from occurring. Bryan now. Neck breaker. Arm wringer by the Big Show. Neither of the three men have established dominance in the match so far. Corner splash. And a big headbutt takes Bryan down. Big Show went for a spear. Bryan counters with a DDT. Big Show on the apron, but there's a huge boot by Barrett. Bryan now going up top. Is he going to take another risk? He does. A huge drop kick catches Barrett again. Jawbreaker to the Big Show. The referee just got absolutely crushed by the Big Show. He engulfed the referee. But there's a full Nelson slam onto the chair by Barrett. Big Show sending Bryan back into the ring. That full Nelson slam might have took a lot out of Bryan. The Big Show just got caught with a big chair shot right to the spine. And it looks like the Big Show has been cut open. And it looks like Barrett's bleeding also. This match certainly picking up. Running leg lariat sends Barrett crashing down to the floor. Bryan's suicide dive gets sidestepped again. That's why they call it high risk. Bryan perched now up the top. Flying drop kick to the Big Show. Chopping the big man down now. Kicks to the legs, now to the chest. And one catches the Big Show right in the temple. Curb stomp by Barrett. Bryan now going for that yes lock. The Big Show has been taken out. He's not going to be able to break anything up. Barrett's vulnerable here. Bryan lets it go. Sees the Big Show back on his feet. Big Show shoves Barrett out of the way. Bryan now with a big net breaker. Bryan's perched in the corner. Big Show stops the knee plus, swats him away. Big super kick to Wade Barrett. Bryan working away at the Big Show. He just crashed Barrett. Bryan wielding the chair, but he gets stopped with a big boot. The Big Show's groggy at this point. Bullhammer by Barrett. Catches Bryan. A vicious bullhammer from a lifting position. Big Show breaks up the count. Well, that would have been sure defeat. Full Nelson slam. But Bryan hips up. Bryan's got a lot left. He might not though at this point. Barrett going for waistland. Count into an implant DDT. There's a knockout punch by the Big Show. Completely floors Bryan. The Big Show was playing possum. We were focusing on Bryan and Barrett. Bryan has been knocked out. It looks like he's busted open as well. All three men bleeding now. Can Barrett break things up? He does at the very last moment. That would have been sure defeat for Daniel Bryan. Winds have changed to the Big Show. Barrett looking really impressive in this one. Another bullhammer. Bryan just got laid out with another bullhammer by Barrett. Hog drop by the Big Show. That might do it. And it does. The Big Show wins this brutal triple threat matchup. The Big Show will be moving on to Over the Edge. He will be facing Rusev for the United States Championship. A callback to our last pay-per-view match. The Big Show eliminated by Rusev in the Battle Royal. This time the Big Show, it will be 1-1, him and Rusev. But here comes our main event. The WWE Tag Team Championships on the line. A rematch from Extreme Rules. The team of Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns will be taking on the New Day of Big E and Kofi Kingston. Remember to go back and watch Extreme Rules. Part 2. Roman Reigns cost his team the championships. He lost his cool. He used a steel chair, got his team disqualified. The New Day walked away with the tag team championships. Can Roman Reigns keep his temper in check? He's going to need to, in order for him and Ambrose to walk out of Multiverse Episode 13 with the WWE Tag Team Championships. And here comes the WWE Tag Team Champions. No Xavier Woods. After getting that brutal RKO earlier on, the New Day Just the two of them once again. And this should be a tremendous offensive matchup. And here we go, the WWE Tag Team Championships at stake in this one. The New Day making their first championship defense. The story of the match will be if Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose can be a cohesive unit. Ambrose starting for his team, and we're kicking things off with Kofi Kingston. And here we go. Ambrose kicked things off. You must question what Ambrose thought regarding Reigns' actions at Extreme Rules. Maybe frustration boiling over between Roman Reigns. You must think he is still disappointed about not being in the WWE Championship picture at this point. And of course, Seth Rollins, the WWE Champion. Ambrose left out of that main event. He hasn't been in the championship picture since, neither has Dean Ambrose. Instead, they've been put into the tag team ranks. They must be willing though to take every opportunity as it has been given to them here on WWE Multiverse. The Authority making sure Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose frozen out of the title picture for the time being. Ambrose now a running clothesline. And a big body slam takes down Big E. And a flying elbow drop. Ambrose wasted no time. And a tag out to Roman Reigns. This will be a true test for this team. A team that has gelled but hasn't. If you get what I mean, they have been successful in regard to qualifying for the Tag Team Championships by beating Miz and Mizdow. However, their teamwork hasn't been great. We've seen selfishness by Roman Reigns. We've seen a short temper by Roman Reigns also. Dean Ambrose must be reaching his limit. Roman Reigns catches Kofi Kingston with a spear. He might be looking at putting New Day away already. Big uppercut. And a flying clothesline. Reigns tying his moves together here, looking really good. And there's a top rope tackle attempt missed. Big E backed out of the way. Kofi Kingston back in. Reigns back on his feet. Going for a belly to belly. Kingston counters with a heel trip. And a big back suplex. Ambrose missed one punch, but he didn't miss that brutal clothesline. And a tag back out. Reigns and Ambrose looking good here, especially during these early stages. There's a float over into a DDT. Ambrose now, high back body drop. We're seeing teamwork, cohesion. Even more so than New Day, which going through this matchup you wouldn't have thought about. We could potentially be seeing new tag team champions crowned. And here we go. We're going to see a double team move, and we do. Snap mirror into the boot. Big E now. Backbreaker. Perfectly done. and a head crank. The New Day trying to slow down the offense being built up by Ambrose and Reigns. Pin attempt. Reigns powers out. The New Day must be thinking over their strategy. Reigns and Ambrose coming at them with cohesion, with teamwork. Something they did not have at Extreme Rules. Big right hand by Dean Ambrose. Kingston launched over the top. And gets launched to the outside by the Lunatic Fringe, who's heading up top. Flying elbow drop. He'll take every risk in the book. Hard whip into the steps. The New Day has been completely dissected at the hands of Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. Kingston getting the life kicked out of him. Ambrose, Reigns in the ring, reaching out for a tag. Dean Ambrose not there to accept it. Now he is. Reigns must be thinking about polishing this away. Big running clothesline. Reigns looks like he's setting up for it. Superman punch. Reigns now is in that corner. He's got it loaded. Spear by Roman Reigns. That should do it. We're going to be seeing new tag team champions. Reigns though uncharacteristically tags in Ambrose. Is this his way of an apology for his actions at Extreme Rules? Is he going to let Ambrose get the pin? Reigns just got booted on the floor. Ambrose hasn't took advantage of the spear. Ambrose now going to check on Roman Reigns. Wait a minute. Reigns just blasted Ambrose through the barricade with a spear. Reigns just absolutely just destroyed his tag team partner. Ambrose is left in a heap on the floor, and now Reigns is walking out. The fans can't believe it. Roman Reigns has walked out on his tag team partner. He blasted him through the barricade with a spear. Ambrose fighting for his life. Bulldog on the floor. Roman Reigns has completely left the match and gone back to the locker room area. This is going to be a 2-on-1. The New Day. Ambrose pointing the gun at Big E, but it might be Ambrose. He's looking down the barrel of a gun in this one. He's been left outnumbered. He's been left destroyed. Big E now. Running splash. Catches Ambrose. The New Day now setting up. Are they thinking Midnight Drive? They hit it. Midnight Drive. Two, that's got to do it. Ambrose kicks out at 2. How is Ambrose doing it? He's been blasted through the barricade. He's been hit with the Midnight Drive. He's been left on his own. Roman Reigns. Was it an act all along? Was he frustrated with Dean Ambrose? He tagged Dean Ambrose back in. He did not go for the pin after the spear. Was that the final straw for Roman Reigns, who has completely left the match? He has completely turned on his longtime friend Dean Ambrose. Kofi now, confident. taunting this crowd who are behind Dean Ambrose. Ambrose hasn't got, he can't have much left at this point. Wait a minute. Are we going to see another one? Midnight Drive again. Surely that's it. The New Day are going to retain the Tag Team Championships thanks to Roman Reigns. Ambrose left high and dry. The New Day retain the Tag Team Championships. Thank you very much. We hope you enjoyed episode 13 of Multiverse. Stay tuned for more coming up. Until next time, this has been the DB for Life. Thank you very much. See you soon, guys.